my stream instead of my team stream. That would have been pretty awesome, though. Probably everybody's going, "What the fuck just happened? Why are they streaming this? This is boring. This isn't games. We're not blowing anything up." And I say to them, "Nay, we are blowing things up. We blow up a lot of things."
Harry.
Power of our minds.
Okay, so this should be, Gentle Benny, this should have popped up now. If you can confirm that for us? Somebody can confirm that for me.
Creed needs a real thingy.
He is a real
Hello and welcome.
Yes, hello and welcome everybody to the Run of Dollhouse, which I've already gone over, but apparently this was on the other stream, so my apologies. Last we left our valiant heroes, everybody had cheesed it after the FBI raid on the Bunraku doll.
As you do.
Everybody, as generally you do once, you hear FBI, get on the ground, everybody fucking books like a...
So you just drunk
Not
in the car.
everybody.
Yep.
Not everybody.
Yeah, everybody.
Don't be jealous.
Don't be jelly because she got out
I
of
am a
an
little
actual
jealous.
cuff. Okay, so tonight what we're going to be doing is there's a certain somebody that popped up on Trid screens all across the city. And it was for a brief instant, but at the same token, a lot of people now know your face, Mr. Omni, because
I'm famous.
you got busted in the back without your face on. Yeah, so I believe it's you and I believe it's Epoch. Epoch, you've gotten in a lot of trouble recently.
I had a run that went tits up. Only astrally though. I'm out of astrally. I wasn't that tits up, but in astral I was really, really fucked.
Yes, you were. So so not only do we see Omni, but we see a wanted poster of Epoch floating up in trids across the tricks. I'm sorry, across the plex. In this particular case, Seattle, for the briefest instant, has seen or heard of both of you, the entirety of Seattle. This is not a good thing. You both quickly get a kind of trill over your comm link, and it says, if you don't want this to happen again, give us a call and meet us at the FBI headquarters located outside the Lotus Blossom.
I don't have a choice about it, so I'll see you then.
See, the man who sees reason. We can look at it. We can deal with that. Omni, what are you going to do with this fresh famousness that you find yourself?
Hate it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hate every second of it.
Okay.
I am going to stash all my gear in my car, with the exception of a Metalink that has the footage that I have on it.
Okay.
Probably on a data chip. I'm going to have Creed drive the car around as I take a cab to wherever it is that I'm supposed to be going. So I have like the barest minimum of things.
I imagine Creed being an assault rifle, just sitting in the front seat, driving around.
He's in like a messenger
Humming
bag
to
in the
himself.
side. There's a bus
That'd be the weirdest thing to drive up on.
Just an assault rifle, and it kind of turns at you, and the grenade launcher
Like,
attachment
what's up,
kind of
buddy?
does the chin bop, and you're like, what the I need to get off the fucking Nova Coke. Jesus Christ. Can you just keep driving? Okay.
There's
Nothing to
probably a bus to move in the driver's seat.
Okay.
Which makes
All
it
right.
so much better.
So you guys obviously are going to go, correct? Yes, no,
Sounds like
maybe?
they're going correct. Yes, they are.
Okay.
That's what I
Yes.
understand.
That's how I
Yes,
understand
they
it.
are.
So you guys walk up, and this place, I mean, even after a few days after the raids themselves, this place is still a bee's nest. Every single person is either a reporter or they are an FBI agent, and they're wearing the vest with the FBI logo on the back. Every single one. And the whole place looks like somebody took a giant stick and just started rooting around the inside of a wasp's nest. Astrally enhanced wasp nest, because they all are carrying guns.
Oh god.
So you kind of start walking up, and you go past the police tape, and several agents immediately take notice, because you're not supposed to cross that line. And one very burly troll walks up to you and goes, "That's the line. You can't cross it."
And I look at him and go, yeah, I have a meeting with somebody who I don't know and I don't want to meet, but I'm here anyways, so I kind of
The
have
troll
to
is
cross
clearly
that
the
line.
leader.
And I look at him, I'm like, I really wish I didn't have to cross the line. If I left, you could tell them I wasn't allowed. Please do so. And I start walking back towards the tape.
And all you feel is one meaty hand wrap around pretty much the entirety of your shoulder and most of your chest. And just
I
kind of
peer back over him and kind of like cock an eyebrow and be like, I'll come with you.
Yep, that's a good idea. Omni, how are you approaching this?
I will give the troll, assuming he stops me as well, the cold, dead stare of somebody that has 0.05 essence.
0.0.
Am I still nearby? Am I still nearby to see this?
No, you have been escorted into the large command trailer.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's getting the cold stare of barely human, and I have left most of my humanity in the car,
Okay.
which is nowhere around here.
Okay. And then he
Drives by, toots the horn.
So he looks up
I'll
at
be
you
right here when you need me.
and have a nice trip storming. Oh, so have fun storming the castle.
Oh yeah, he's totally set to data spike the shit out of this metal link that I'm carrying in case, like he's under air quotes orders to get the fuck out.
Okay.
I like how well he listens to orders too.
Yeah. Okay, so you're going to be basically staring down the troll for probably about a minute while you two just stare at each other in that soulless manner, and he finally goes, "You're not winning the staring contest, Bucko. What are you doing here?"
I could just, start to turn and leave, actually, because clearly they don't want to talk to me. And
Okay.
if he, in this case, has not gotten the hint and sent some kind of DNI to whoever is his boss,
Oh, he
I don't
very
think the fuck can be here.
He very obviously has, because all of a sudden you hear a sharp bark of retort. Hey, stop! And this guy, very obviously ex-military, big burly chest, big muscles, crop top hair, looks something like freaking Duke Nukem without the wise ass cracks. And starts walking down big.
Did you say wide ass crack?
I said wise,
That's what he
wise
said.
ass cracks.
Okay.
So he walks down and kind of shoves the troll out of the way, and he goes, "You're coming with me, bud. Let's go."
I turn around to follow this man, giving the troll the "you done fucked up" stare.
He just kind of looks back at the crowd. Okay, so you both actually, Omni, when you walk in, you see Epoch sitting out there, and this command center has been set up. It is busy. It's got at least 4 or 5 people and probably about a 2-size person space. And they are all trying very hard to move around each other as you move through and are escorted toward the back. But there is just computer bank upon computer bank. There are trids. There are, informational gatherings. You see, one person in a chair who is just surrounded by technology, and all you see are his eyes just shifting.
Yep.
And finally, you go to a part of the back, and you open it up, and Omni, he basically opens the door and kind of looks at you and looks inside the door and looks at you again, and you see Epoch on the inside.
I don't acknowledge him.
That's nice.
Okay, are you walking
It's
in?
professional.
It is basically a interrogation room. There's a mirror, the one-way mirror on the one side. You can very obviously tell that there's a camera on the inside as well.
Let me see if I took that knowledge skill on this character. Yep. All right. So I have a knowledge skill for security procedures with a specialization in being arrested.
Okay, that's oddly
Wow.
specific, but okay. So what knowledge are you trying to glean here?
Just like a general feel on how much shit I'm in.
The fact that they have somebody else that you were with, regardless of if you acknowledge them, you're pretty sure that you're in a shit ton of trouble. And Epoch, you don't have that knowledge, but at the same point, you have that general feeling of, oh god damn it, they could pull me into a back alley and shoot me in the back of the head. Nobody would care.
Yep.
So, you guys, he's obviously going to escort you over to a chair next to Epoch, and he's going to sit across from you. And there are already 2 files on the table. I'm sorry, he places 2 files down on the table that he picked up. And it's paper, like in a manila folder. It was obviously done for effect. But at the same point, he slides both of them across, flips both of them open expertly, and then just kind of sits that wide open stance with his hands on either side, like he is in total control of the situation right now. And he's just quiet. All he does is read the files, look back between them, look up at Epoch, look down at the file, look up at Omni, and finally he puts his hands down in front of him and covers the files and goes, "Do you both know exactly how much trouble you're in right now?"
You know how much trouble you're in?
And he kind of gets that.
And then I say less than him, and I thumb towards him.
So he kind of looks at you and does that half smile of, "Oh, really? Okay. Well, we know you specifically were here the night that we raided this place, and we know you," and it points at Epoch, "were at another recent run, and we got your astral signature all over the place. That by itself would be enough to put both of you away for a very long time."
While he's talking, I just onslaught the data chip from my Metalink and throw it on the table.
What's that?
I just kind of nod at it.
Okay. So he looks over to the windowed mirror, and they come in, and like a very, very, very pretty, but very, very no-nonsense elf comes in. Kind of A-crop haircut with the ears poking out of the top a little bit. Looks almost Asian, but with black hair. But she's also got that suit on, and while it fits very well, it's very obvious that she is all business. So she walks in, looks at him, picks up the data chip, walks out. Shuts the door behind it. We'll probably figure out what's on that chip in a minute. Probably your last-minute bargain. That's fine. We'll deal with that later. But for now, with what we have on you, could go away for several years. Minimum. And he kind of glances between you. But we have a different offer. The FBI is onto something big right now, obviously, since we just raided 20 of the largest Runnerhub parlors in Seattle. And we don't plan on losing that momentum. However, we obviously know that Senator Johnson was also there, and Senator Johnson also died. Now, we don't know who did it. We don't know why it was done. All we know is that we have a dead senator inside of a Bunraku parlor, which is going to look bad on everybody. So, here's our proposition.
Can I make one out-of-character statement real quick?
Sure.
That we probably would have edited that footage to remove the faces of anybody else who got caught on it. But I don't know who else's face could have gotten caught besides...
Yours?
Well, because the footage that I have there is mostly him getting punched and then shot with the whole puppet situation. I don't know if anybody else's face would have gotten shown on that, but I'm pretty sure I would have.
There was no camera inside of that room. They made it a point not to put cameras inside of the rooms.
Dolly, however, runs a sim rig.
Exactly. So, Omni, you would have the actual the camera feed that you had running, and then Dolly also has the sim rig that was running at the same time.
Which you just turned over to the FBI. Thanks a lot.
I turned a copy of it over.
Exactly. So
you don't think Creed's out there driving around with the real deal about to call up my news contact and be like, "Here, destroy everything."
Exactly. Burn it down, motherfuckers. Anyway, he doesn't know that, at least yet. So he's looking at you guys. He's like, there's a particular thing that we like to call cooperation with the FBI. In this particular case, we're pretty sure that you weren't there to murder Senator Johnson. We're pretty sure you were there to do something separate, considering the fact that whoever was in masks with you stole one of the Bunraku dolls and the Cyber Doctor, both of whom we have yet to recover, and probably won't. Seems like you guys might have something else that you've done with them. It's not really our problem. However, what is our problem is getting all copies of that evidence that Senator Johnson was there, including one, and he pulls another folder out from underneath one of the two and flips it open. Mr. Young Chow, who was probably the person that got your faces. So we want him, we want everything that he has, and we want his boss. In return, and he flips all the files shut, and he takes the files and swipes them off into the garbage can that is currently situated beside the table. We clean the record. All of it.
It's a strategically placed garbage can.
It's for theatrics.
Exactly.
Just roll with it.
He has a very specific knowledge skill of throwing shit in the garbage can.
Exactly. And he's got like 4
With the
ranks in it. This
specialty of
man,
manila files.
he is an expert amongst people who throw shit away. He is especially with manila folders. He makes an art form out of it.
You mock my incredibly specialized knowledge skills.
Maybe.
Yes.
I always do.
Okay, so with that, he kind of stops for a moment and glances away from you, like he's listening to something, and then he just looks at Omni, and he goes, "I want all records of him and of whatever you have, and you have a signed certificate, basically saying that everything relating to you in our databases will be erased for you and anybody else that goes on this with you."
I look to Epoch.
Epoch keeps staring over the shoulder of the boss guy because, well, he hasn't been addressed yet directly, and he's just gonna see if he doesn't get implicated, and he's here just as muscle.
Don't you have a
Really
strength of
scrawny
2?
muscle?
That sounds.
He shares a very specific muscle.
Sounds pretty close to a deal.
Pretty close.
Pretty
I'm
close.
gonna lean across the table and be like, "What do you want me for?"
You were with him.
I thought I was here to do with the astral signature.
Did you? And he kind of looks around real quick and looks back at him. He's like, "You realize you left blood, right?"
And I kind of put my head down and be like, "Thought that was dealt with."
Well, it only takes a little bit. Quite literally, one single strand of DNA.
And I kind of look around and I'm like, "Not really my specialty, but understandable." And I look back to Omni, like inquisitively looking for him to continue.
So, gentlemen, do we have a deal? All copies of every record that the senator was there, and we wipe your records according to us.
That's
Here's where it's gonna get great.
Oh, Jesus.
I need operational expenses covered, and I need 5,000 new yen for me and each member of my team.
You get 1.
I'll take it. I'll totally.
And we expect
Wow, way to
we
negotiate.
expect receipts, and we expect the remainder of it back once you're done. The reason why we want you is because this Yakuza member is currently in a place where we can't get to him. If we try a full-on FBI raid there, we will lose a lot of people. We figure at the very least, you guys managed to get in here without anybody knowing. Maybe you can get in there and get him.
I'll need a comm link. I'll send you a list of things I need.
No.
I just raised the eyebrow.
He raises an eyebrow right back.
Oh shit, dueling eyebrows.
As they're
Somebody's gonna squeal like a pig.
bouncing, they're bouncing up and down either side.
Epoch just keeps scooching.
I'm not with him. I'm not with him.
Oh god, who gets called in by the FBI and then negotiates with them? This crazy motherfucker.
So, do we have a deal?
Sounds like they're
so
getting close
just,
to the deal.
just real
I
quick,
kinda, like-
so that was like 1,000 new yen for operational expenses, or that was 1,000 new yen per person?
That was 1,000 new yen for operational expenses, and they expect anything that you don't spend back.
Oh, wow.
And being scrubbed from their system out of character, that's like a notoriety or public awareness drop or something?
That will be your public awareness drop, and
Okay.
I will put in the GM fodder that most, if not all, of anything that's related to federal and KE stuff will be wiped. They won't have it anymore.
Oh, good God, that's worth it for Epoch. Epoch, it probably needs to roll composure and not seem excited.
If anything, like it may just negate the one public or two public awareness that you guys just gained from having your faces plastered all across Seattle.
Yeah. So Epoch is now sitting quite far away from the table in his little metal chair and looking slightly excited and terrified.
After a cold minute of the stare down, I will
And
nod.
the
in the
dancing
affirmative.
eyebrows.
The dueling eyebrows. Okay, so you nod. So he nods his head as well. The Asian elf comes back in and places the chip in front of him, and all he does is take his thumb to it and crush it. And he says, "I want any other copy you have of this."
Okay. As you know, when we make deals, we follow through.
Okay. So he leans back and he says, "I give you, in this particular case, the FBI has granted you operational costs for 2 more members. We would prefer if you would call the 2 other people that you had. That way they can step forward and have any particular stuff that they had an involvement with wiped as well."
I kind of lean forward. I'm like, is that going to make it easier for your paperwork?
Yes.
All right. It's making things easy on you. Worth any sort of remuneration?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so. And I look over at
Okay,
Omni
sir.
and be like,
He's good.
He's good. Okay. So,
It's gonna make me buy the negotiation skill at this rate.
well, at this particular point, considering, again, behind the screen, he's an FBI hostage negotiator, I don't think you would be out negotiating him.
I don't even think I
No,
can
I'd-
make rules.
I probably wouldn't, but the fact that I'm like, we'll do this, but you have to pay me.
No.
No.
Yeah, I like that that's his negotiation style. No. Well, can't argue with that.
Can't argue with that. Let's go on to the next question. Okay, so he slides again. The Asian elf comes back in, and she places a comm link on the table next to him, and he slides it over to him, and he's like, "You will be using this to get in communication with us when you have the target and any evidence that he has in his house. We will pick you up 4 or 5 blocks away from the territory of the Yakuza, and we will put him in the back of a van, and you will never see him again, and you will never see us again, hopefully." As he kind of looks at both
Condition
of you.
on the people in question.
Condition? What condition? Oh, he's like, we don't give a shit as long as he's not dead. If we can get information out of him, it's the best way to do it. So please don't
Okay,
break
that-
his jaw, because we do have to talk to him.
Oh, you can't take it
Can't
out of your
afford
head?
magical healing. This world coming to.
So he kind of looks at you and is like, "Is this all you're going to need?"
Does the comlink have my $1,000 of operational expenses on it?
Yes.
Excellent. Yeah, I think that's all I need then.
Okay.
Do you know where this guy is?
So he brings up a quick ARO map and flings it to you, and it looks like they're not in the Yakuza headquarters, but they are very, very close to it.
Good.
Basically, there is a small tenement close to it that's pretty much taken straight up by Yakuza, or at least people that are affiliated with the Yakuza. They don't know which apartment he is in, but he's in there.
Okay.
Good luck. And then
I
he gets up and walks out of the room.
As he's going out the door, I'm like, hey,
What?
this whole thing's been scary as balls. Do you teach classes?
Get out.
Okay. And
pinched the bridge of my nose.
Epoch scampers away.
Okay, so you guys
I walk
managed,
out
like you own the place?
Yep,
Like
because
a-
I do.
At this
I
particular,
got that guy's money.
pretty much. So you guys both walk out. You meet up outside of the police barrier. The troll is giving you eyes hard. Like, if you don't scamper now, he's going to arrest you just for loitering type, giving you eyes.
Yep, I continue walking at my normal pace and pay him no mind because I'm better than him.
I look at him and smile and then wink and then quickly scamper in front of Omni.
God. Okay. Yeah, you've learned after the last couple missions to take cover in somebody more less squishy than you, huh?
I have eaten way too many full auto bursts of assault rifle, and they're always shot by Sarge.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Why do you keep
Maybe.
geeking the mage?
That's rule number 1, dude. You should know that. People see people
Yeah.
doing magic and they're like, "Fuck, get them." Which makes me question why we have so many mages.
Because
they
there
keep
was a
dying.
survey that said it was low on mages, so I made one.
Okay, so with that, so what are you guys gonna
You
do?
know, 80% of the statistics are made up, right?
I thought it was 73.
No, there was
It
a
is.
study that specifically said 63% were made up.
Was
See?
that one made up?
Epoch-
Was that one of the ones that was made up?
Epoch is gonna look to Omni and be like, "We should probably go get a stiff drink before we get started."
So I got to get to my car.
I walk with Omni presumptuously.
I would suggest calling Scully and Dolly.
I don't have their numbers in this Metalink because I'm a professional Shadowrunner.
Okay.
Oh, I do because I'm not great with tech, and this is just my regular metal link.
Okay.
So then I imagine we'll be walking off and you will be calling them, and I'll just be like, ugh.
God damn, you
Idiot.
can't even wait till we're out of sight. Like,
Well, I probably wait till I'm in the car, but not by much.
okay.
So a couple of blocks away, we will pull up to my Gopher. I will get in the driver's side, and I will begin going through my stuff. And I should have a bug scanner in here.
I'll get in the passenger side, and then I see
Nope.
Creed, and I apologize to Creed and get in the back.
That's right.
There you go.
I like to think that the passenger side door wasn't even unlocked.
Okay. All right. So
I'm gonna have Creed scan me real quick for RFID tags and
Okay.
zap any that he finds.
he turns
for-
into what looks like a G-man. You suspect that he's probably making fun of you, and then proceeds to scan you, and you don't find anything.
Okay. And the
You can
Epoch.
pretty much assume that they want nothing to do with you as much as you'd want nothing to do with them.
that's good because I don't want anything at all to do with them.
I kind of want something to do with that elf assistant, but that's a whole other story.
That's a whole different story.
I'm
for-
just gonna tap my neck where the collar would be if I was a priest.
Oh,
Doesn't mean anything. It's a progressive age.
Right?
So what are you doing? Come on. What's the top,
Creed
bro?
is gonna call up Dolly and Scully.
Okay. Dolly, ring a ding ding.
I pick up the current comm link. Yes, what is it?
Issues, and I think you would want to kill some more Yakuza and get benefits out of it.
What benefits is this?
So the FBI that air quotes raided all of those parlors just had a conversation with me. They offered to wipe our slate if we go get a boss and the spider from that job and hand over copies of data that I might have.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I was not part of no job. But if you would like assistance with your current predicament, I'll be happy to help you.
I figured I might have had you at killing Yakuza.
I don't have a slate to wipe clean, so I'll be happy to do it for you.
There you go.
I will send her the a place to meet up.
Okay. Do you have a place in mind?
Some place that is probably a runner bar? No. Some
Wait.
CD place.
Okay, you're currently in Renton. So, do you have any contacts in Renton that would know place to dive? Place that's safe?
Probably
I know somebody
not.
that might.
But I know that there is somebody else that I am calling as we drive around,
Okay. Who's that?
or that I guess Creed is calling.
Okay.
And that would be the Scully.
Skelly, ring a ding ding.
Hello.
So this is gonna be Creed. He's gonna be like, "Hey, girlfriend, we got some problems."
Now what?
So you remember those Japanese fellers that were doing terrible things to terrible people, and that senator guy who was doing terrible things with terrible people?
I don't know that I recall that.
Through clenched teeth.
So they just had a conversation with them. Turns out that
They remember.
they remembered certain things that they had him on camera, and
You got caught on tape, didn't you?
I didn't get caught on tape. I don't know what you're talking about. He got caught on tape.
Yeah, I'm not very fond of him.
Oh, he's a good guy. I don't know why you're so orky about it.
Orky.
Ugh.
Ooh, man.
What do you want?
So anyway, they made us a deal where they'll cover some operational expenses, and we get to go kill some more Yakuza people and throw two jackasses cowering for their life in front of them.
All right.
Oh, and they'll also wipe any of your naughty stuff that they have on you, like, federal level backstory stuff that you might have somewhere.
Backstory stuff.
Okay, I don't really have that to worry about, but I will help you.
Sweet.
Okay, so everybody ring-a-ding-dings, and you get the old band back together. And where are you guys going? Somebody had a knowledge of Renton?
Aces.
All right, roll
The
it.
bar.
What's his loyalty and connection?
Oh.
Are you
Man.
meeting at the bar, or are you meeting someplace else? Because
Who's at the bar?
if he owns the bar, there's no point in rolling for it.
Yeah, he owns the bar. I work
Okay.
for him.
Oh, okay. There you go. So you guys meet at Ace's place. The Ace of Spades. Okay, so off you go into the wild blue yonder. Everybody meets up. You all recognize
I
each other.
am making a perception check to see if there's anybody that looks like they are trying too hard to blend in.
Okay,
Yes.
go for it. That's Orcust.
4 hits.
You don't see anybody. Everybody
Alright.
seems to be pretty comfortable, especially that one guy that's had a few too many at the bar. He seems really comfortable.
Alright. I'll hit in.
Epoch goes straight for the bar and orders a stiff drink.
Okay.
He's a little scattered.
Yeah, one might imagine. So what do you guys?
I think
what are you guys
even his
doing?
13 composure dice are at such a negative it doesn't matter.
He's shaking.
Once we settle back into the out of the way booth, I'm going to slap my white noise generator underneath the table and press the button.
You hear the soft hum of in your ears as you
Ah.
start to have your conversation. So familiar, so close to you, as Shadowrun.
So warming.
So warming. Some of you even
Warming.
sleep with it by at night.
Glowing, warming glow.
Okay, so you have your white noise generator on. You have a mission. What are you gonna do?
Oh,
Omni, you want to bring
Omni,
them all up to speed?
I'm sorry. Creed is totally jamming the shit out of that comlink that they gave me.
Okay,
Because,
I'm
that's
proud
what
of him.
good idea.
I just picture him jumping up and down on it.
He kind of turns into like a Snorlax and is just laying on the actual icon of it. And he's like, I got this, Omni. It's all good.
Don't worry.
I'm just going to lay here for a bit.
And then I give up the,
Oh no, a large Snorlax blocked the way.
God damn it, somebody get a pokey flute. I'm gonna,
Is that one of them Pokemans thing you're always talking about?
yes,
Yep. Snorlax is like just basically the equivalent of
a big
ass.
fat one.
Yep.
He eats and then sleeps, and then wakes up with a
In
flute.
every game, he blocks a road because he's that big and fat.
hmm And for some reason, nobody thought of a way to move them. They're just like,
Like a stick.
It is a stick with a hole down the middle and a bunch of holes in it that you blow air through.
Right, and you blow into it and he wakes up.
Anyway,
The,
so our conversation.
So, Omni, you want to bring them up? So, Omni, you bring everybody up to speed on the meeting and what they expect you to do. Basically, there's a Decker who you guys are all familiar with, some of you more than others, who got away with images that the FBI wants, and has most likely gone to ground. That way, nobody can find him, aka the FBI. So he ran back to the Yakuza place where the FBI can't go. Because if they try and raid, basically the equivalent of the Yakuza headquarters in Seattle, they're going to get slammed. There's a lot of heavy weapons there, and the FBI is just not equipped for a full-out raid of that scale. So they're hiring you guys to do it. They don't want you to take down the entirety of the Yakuza Mafia. They want you to take down this specific person and his boss, who most likely has the information. So these guys are located a little bit off of the main property in a tenement. Basically, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be getting in, finding him, beating the crap out of him and his boss, who should be somewhere nearby, and then drag them both back out, kicking and screaming, and you meet the FBI at a specified location, and then give them to him, and all copies of any information that they have on file.
I'm not giving them all the copies.
He said all the copies I have.
Oh, that's fair enough, but you do not get mine.
I don't have yours.
You have yours.
Therefore, it is not part of our deal.
Fair enough.
Sneaky.
Hey, as a one thing, Dolly would be coming to this thing disguised. She's pretty sure that the fibs are watching. So, just as
Something
a note.
about getting tied up by them
Yeah,
might give you the idea that they're...
that they are stalking him.
Okay.
But just as a note.
So, how do you guys want to approach it? Is there any checks that you would like to make to find out anything about this tenement, the person? You know it is young Chow. Hot as Drek Decker of the Yakuza Mafia, but that's all you know.
I believe that I need to do a little shopping before I do that.
Get a little retail therapy in?
Yeah, pretty much. So,
Okay.
What kind of
I'm
shopping
going
you
to be
need to do?
I need some ammunition.
Ammunition. Okay. Do you have...
I have Jax, who is a fixer,
Okay. What
and
kind of...
he's a start. I also have a Vori gun runner, which is another option.
Excellent. Okay.
But
Good stuff.
I have plenty of choices to go with because Dolly has far too many contacts sometimes.
Okay.
And so it's going to be 96. I am getting some narcojet rounds in capsules
Okay.
for a light pistol. And I believe that they are 8R for narcojet.
I believe so. I will defer to you on this one because I'm having a hard time finding it in the book. So.
Sure,
8R?
that's
At
for-
Hero Labs.
Oh yeah, that's right. Shit, hold on. I have that shit open too. Gear. It wouldn't be in gear, would it? Nope.
Nope, be under toxins.
If you
As
were to
I
click
go
on
to
like weapons
capsule
and
rounds.
ammunition,
I customize.
Here we go. Capsule, customize. And with that caseless ammo light pistol. Toxins to ammo. Here we go. Okay, and you said narco?
Yep,
It doesn't look like they put narco in those.
they do indeed. You have to just add DMSO.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing it in this one, but...
I got it. I'll
Okay.
do it on mine. And I'm pretty sure, as I'm going on here, I'm adding toxins to the ammo.
Okay.
And yes, it is 8R.
Excellent. Okay.
does anybody know where I can get some Lale?
Lale?
Some whale?
Yeah.
Memory erasing drug.
Oh, yes. Well, that would be some sort of drug runner or drug dealer, one would think.
Or any skeezy loser that hangs out in a bar looking for chicks to do nefarious
I know.
things with.
I know some drug dealers.
Tell
The
him I got
priest-
1,000 new yen for
I
2
know some drug
doses.
dealers.
I'd like to buy one drug, please.
Um, out of character, do I have any idea how rare this is? Like how far up my contact list I need to call?
It is 10F.
Yep.
10F. Okay, and is 1,000 good money for it?
The book listed at 400.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna call
418.
up Jesus Gonzalez.
Jesus. Okay.
Gonzalez. He's a drug manufacturer kingpin guy in Glow City who I've bought crate loads of Nova Coke from before.
Okay.
He's in Glow City?
Literally, he's just outside Glow City. He produces Nova Coke out of a factory in plain sight.
Wow. Probably because nobody wants to go to Glow City.
So I'm gonna call him.
How much, before we go, Kat, how much is your total purchase going to be?
Let me find out. Looks like 1,005. No, 1,005.
Okay.
Not 500. 05.
Well, if you're willing to shell out about, let's say, 1,250, you can get it within a couple hours.
I am indeed.
Okay. So you give your are you calling the gun runner, or are you calling the other one?
I'm calling the fixer.
Okay. Who'd you fixer again?
His name is Jax. Jax.
Jax. Jack sounds like a black guy, so we're gonna play him as a black guy.
It's racist.
Well, it couldn't help the fact that there is a Jax in fucking Mortal Kombat who has large cyber arms and is a black man.
Perfect.
He's that guy.
He's that guy. Okay, so you
He's
call.
really into vintage video games.
Apparently. What a nerd.
Yeah, right. God. So you give Jax a call. He gives you the price and says, "All right, expect it in about 6 hours."
Spasiba. And I will go pick it up as time needs.
Okay, and then you are going to pick up how much?
I'm going to pick up 2 magazines worth, which is
mags.
going to be 24, I believe, for
Okay.
the pistol.
Yep, that's fine. Epoch.
Okay, so I'm calling Jesus Gonzalez on behalf of Omni to get these 2 doses of this kind of rare drug. He's got 5 connection and 2 loyalty, and I've got 10 negotiation. What do you want? Do you want him to roll or me to roll or?
Let me read the contact portion of it because there is something specifically for that.
Yeah, it's times 2 connection plus loyalty, right?
Yep, pretty much. Availability and fencing tests. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll it.
Okay, you want me to roll his?
Negotiation and charisma. So, yeah, loyalty plus connection times 2. Connection times 2 plus loyalty, because that makes a big difference.
Yes. Okay, that's 12 dice for him.
Okay, go ahead. 4 successes. All right. So, and we have the L word. Where's this?
It is 10F.
10F. Okay. How much is it total?
It is 400 per dose, and I'm going to give him my operational expenses.
Okay.
$1,000 free dollars.
So that will be. You give Jesus a call, and he says you got it's 800. Probably going to be about a day.
I look at Omni and say, "Day, okay?"
They didn't give us any time limit that I'm aware of, so tell them I'm gonna need a receipt. It's for the FBI.
That might be the last thing you want to tell a particular drug runner.
Yeah. I'm not going to repeat that. And I say, "Yeah, a day's going to be fine. Is our mutual friend doing a pickup, or do I have to come out there and get it?"
You
Our
come out and
mutual
get it.
friend is. Pardon?
Come out and get it.
Okay. I'll come get it tomorrow morning.
Okay. All right.
I'll come
so
by. I'll come by the usual route.
the usual route. Okay. Bada bing. Bada.
What I'm saying is that's a route that has very low radiation on the Geiger counter.
That would be a good plan.
Yeah. Last time we went there, we didn't get radiation poisoning, so I'm hoping this specific route is worth it.
Okay. All right. So do you guys have some sort of a plan? Any checks you want to make?
I am going to. Let's see. Social. I'm going to call Andre and talk to him because I might have an arrangement that will be beneficial to his organization coming up.
Okay. Who is this?
This is my Vori gunrunner,
What's his name again?
Andre.
Andre.
Does he
Okay.
work for Sergey?
I have no idea. I don't ask him about his business.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a good point.
Considering somebody called him on Sergey so much he had to do a free run for him. Cough, cough, epoch.
Hey, I only called him twice, but that was a lot.
Okay. So you give him a call. Doot, 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 doot. All right, what specifically are you asking, Mr. Andre?
So the conversation is in Russian, of course.
Okay.
But basically what she's offering is that they are going to be removing someone from the board coming up soon with the Yakuza. And if they are interested, she will let them know the details so perhaps they can expand their organization into the specific person's territory.
Sounds good.
It'll give him points with his boss. And
we'll
she's
see.
willing to do this as a favor for a friend.
Okay, we'll see how useful information is. But when it
Not a
happens,
problem.
call us.
Will do. Not a problem. It'll be going on within a week, so have your men ready.
Will do. Thank you.
And ready to go.
Okay.
That's all I need to do with her as far as, like, getting some prep done, because, hey, it always helps to get your contacts more influence when you have the opportunity.
Exactly. True. Okay. Miss Scully, anything that you would like to find out for us?
Oh, let's see. I don't really think I have any kind of pool in this sort of situation.
Well, is there any questions that you'd like to find out about the facility? Maybe we could... Because this is your guys' plan. I'm just here to provide information. How do you want to approach it?
Well, my next step would be to do some physical recon.
Yep.
Okay.
But if we want to go through, I don't think I have any knowledge or social stuff, and I don't know if Scully does either. I think that's what she's looking at.
Of what?
Any knowledge skills that might be relevant, any contacts you might want to call to ask about stuff.
I mean, I have local gangs, but that's not really...
Well, that might actually help if you know the location of the area. You might be able to hire a local gang to back us up if we need some assistance, and or cause a distraction.
Ta-da!
Not a terrible idea.
What is my local... Oh, crap. So many things.
Just so you know,
local
the
gangs.
Yakuza headquarters is located in the Redmond Barrens.
Perfect.
So that means high explosive grenades.
It doesn't mean grenades, at least. I will probably need to be picking up some paint grenades.
Okay.
Oh my god. I'm retarded.
We like to say adorable.
Gangs.
There, step 3.
Okay, so local gang
That's
knowledge.
on local gangs.
All right, so like I said, you know that the Yakuza, it's pretty well known the Yakuza is located in Redmond. That way they can get into and out of Bellevue pretty easily with the contacts they've made. They are one of the largest gangs in Seattle. They have a very heavy physical presence. They have a very big matrix presence. In fact, a couple of their biggest trades are BTLs and SemSense parlors, like the one that was the few that were raided. You know that they have tenements all over the place set up specifically for their own members. They're generally filled with Yakuza members and their families. If you think like Judge Dredd, the new one that came out, they're kind of like that. Just not high-rise archaeologies like they were in the movie, but it's not the best place to live, but, you know, if they're basically giving it to you for free for fealty, to the Yakuza, you're not really going to say no. The higher up you are on the chain, the higher up you are in the tenement, and your family gets higher up in the tenement. You, however, don't know how high up in the ranks this Decker or his boss is.
Do we know how tall this actual building is?
The building itself is probably, I would say, about 15, 16 stories high. It's pretty wide.
Oh shit.
I know you upset tower isn't here.
Right? 16 stories. Yes.
Yes. I can
It's
beat the
I
record.
have the Decker. I have the Decker. I'm going out the window.
we're extracting the Decker now. How? Oh shit. DNI him. Don't land on him, you asshole.
I would cradle him towards my womanly bosom.
That always helps.
Wow. Okay.
Are you Towers player?
Yeah, this is
Yes.
Towers player.
Yes, I am.
Oh,
You
okay,
didn't know?
awesome. No, I didn't know. I've heard a lot about Tower, but mainly just from Vlad.
Pretty much. Yep. Okay, so is there
Wow.
any other information that you would like to try and figure out, Scully, from your hits?
I don't know. What do I mean? I guess the best way to figure stuff out is to go and recon the place, like we said.
Okay. All right. Is there any other checks that you guys would like to make before you go do physical recon?
Don't
Nope.
think so.
Perhaps, but we can do the physical recon first.
Okay.
Okay. I have something I'm thinking of, but it might take a few moments for me to codify.
Okie dokie.
Put into words.
So who's taking what? How you guys gonna approach this physical recon in Yakuza territory of a tenement that belongs to the Yakuza?
Is it like a?
Is
Is
it like,
it
a
like an
secure neighborhood, or can we drive by?
Is it like a suburbia thing where there's other buildings around, or is it like?
This is in the
The load.
Barrens.
Well, that's why I'm asking questions. Is like, is there other wrecked buildings, or is it like the only standing wrecked building?
They're all wrecked buildings for one, but this one seems to be a lot less wrecked than others. It's not in the heart of Yakuza territory, but it's going to take a couple blocks before you can get to it. And generally, when it's in Yakuza territory, that means that there are Yakuza people walking around. So it's not like an offense to be in Yakuza territory. You just don't want to stop in Yakuza territory.
Okay, I think I kind of. How many vehicles do we have? I know I have my vehicle. I know.
I can get an
Scully
armored
has
Johnny
hers.
cab.
Take me
I
to the
have two
Yakuza
samples
tenements.
up.
There's an armored 8-person Johnny cab.
Do we want to take the armored 8-person Johnny cab?
Dolly has a bulldog.
We can take that then, I guess.
Okie dokie.
I'm before on the way. I'm gonna I gotta stop off and get some armor. Can we swing by downtown?
It's in the exact opposite direction.
Probably. a good
I'm gonna
idea,
grab
though.
Johnny Cobb and I'm gonna grab Johnny Cab and meet them at the entrance to the Barrens while they're doing all their calling and everything, since I'm not doing anything.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna get some actual armor. I'm wearing a suit.
Does this I just noticed this.
Okay.
The cyber doc that I know now, is she still in hiding?
Yes, that's 3
Okay.
weeks in real time. Generally, when we say if anybody gives you a time limit on something, that is in real time, because we kind of consider day to day to be.
Day to day.
Yeah. I mean, except
Okay.
if one mission, like in the game that you're playing, takes a week, we're not going to make you wait a week before you take another mission. That's just a little weird.
The
Time's strange like
We're-
that.
right. Time is fluid. Where were you gonna go to get a armored?
Armored what? Jacket? He's going home, I think.
Yeah, I left my gear at one of my homes.
Gotcha.
The actual location is in Capitol Hill.
Ooh, swanky.
Nice.
So
The,
I don't have to go that. I don't have to go that far of the way, and then I can just take the freeway to Redmond.
Okay, so you get it. You're fine. Do back again. You're all fine. Go.
What time of the day do we want to go?
Good
Do
idea.
some looking.
Daylight. I don't know. Does the panel van have windows that are tinted?
Okay, as a standard feature, as per Arsenal 4th edition, polarized windows are a standard feature on all vehicles because mages. So if you have a vehicle, all you have to do is press a button and your windows are polarized. And if a mage cannot see you, they cannot cast spells at you. So yes, she has van windows that are polarized.
Nice.
Okay, awesome.
So yep,
Oh god,
good to go.
All right. What time?
I do find a surname real quick.
I don't know. Do you guys want to do a daytime drive-through and then?
That's probably the best idea.
Would probably be best to do both. Yes.
Look less suspicious.
Okay.
Let's just go whatever time it is now. I assume, what time did we meet the FBI?
What time did you go?
Like first thing in the morning kind of thing?
Okay.
Man, they had
So
to
this
wait
is
there
like-
a while.
I guess
I
this
went
is
and got a
around-
real cup of coffee, a lunch. You know, I took my time.
That's
'Cause
why
I-
Buck was so shaken.
Yeah, because you
So
took
we're
fucking
gonna drive
forever.
through the Barrens just before
They
dinner
can
time.
find me if they want me.
All right, so
They
yeah,
probably will.
so right before bed, right before dinner time sounds awesome. So off you go. So you roll up into the Barrens. Things progressively get worse and worse and worse as you continue to stroll down. The visual sights of it, while you are immune to it, still kind of hits you every now and then. Like you walk by a kid laying in the on the sidewalk, or at least he looks dead. There's just piles and piles of trash. There's people huddled around fires in the middle of a wrecked up building. It looks like it fell off on its side. And pretty much just anything and everything that is disastrous and awful about society you've probably seen in about the 10 minutes since you've been in the Barrens. So you finally make it to Yakuza territory, and everything gets a little less shitty. At least they have like fronts on most of the buildings, and it looks like there's people actually walking around. It looks a little bit more like a civilized society, and then you realize that most of the people that are walking around have the pretty much same white color on, and red shirts, and which is like, and then you're walking, and they all have guns, all of them.
I have guns. That's fine.
They have the guns. They have all of the guns.
All of the guns. So there's probably more guns per capita in this little area than there are in Texas at this moment. Actually, no, I can't say that. Maybe like Minnesota.
Alaska.
Alaska. There you go. Well, I don't know. Alaska's pretty big.
Alaska's big, but there's not a lot of people there.
But per capita.
Per capita. All right. So there. Meanwhile, to say, yeah, it's.
Who's count as the population there too?
So you guys want to make me a visual perception check?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Are you guys on Grid Guide or something? Or are you just trying to
Of course
find
not.
this place? Okay. All right, Omni, you think you see the tenement
I
rising
did
above
wrong.
everything?
Well, it's still only
Sure
two
did do
hits.
it wrong.
So. Only two hits. I can live with it.
Yeah. Everybody. Okay. Oop.
Kung Fu fighting.
Okay, so Epoch, Omni, and then Scully, and then Dolly. Okay. Epoch, Omni, you guys see the tenement rising in the background. Most of the houses around the Barrens are just packed together mass huddles, top upon top upon top. I mean, every cyberpunk Tokyo thing that you've ever seen. Signs hanging up in front of every window displaying everything from prostitutes to new food, most of them broken. Really tight, cramped quarters, but just directly above one of them, you can see the tower. And it's got a what used to be a large neon sign that's just kind of hanging. It looks like a bunch of Chinese figures. But again, the neon's been
Chinese
so out
or
of
Japanese?
Japanese, my apologies. What looked like they used to be Japanese lettering on top, but most of them have fallen into disrepair, and it just kind of looks like a mangled mess now. But you're thinking, that's probably it. Scully, you managed to notice most of the people around you are carrying guns, but you do notice that there are quite a few people that are just walking. They don't really have guns, but they're also not wearing white and red either. They seem to be a little bit huddled and moving faster than the rest of them, while the guys in white and red are kind of carrying their heads up high, got that little bit of confidence swagger as they're walking. Dolly, you're concentrating on driving. You don't want to give any indication to anybody what you're doing here. So you're straight focused on it. You're not really looking around you. You're leaving that to everybody else.
She's planning anyway.
So I'm going to assume Omni and EPAC are going to give Dolly, hey, by the way, it's up over there. Directions, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the wrong kind of way. So that it's like we get a larger overview of the area.
Okay. So you guys just see more of the same. Every place that you kind of turn in this section of the Barrens, you're somehow twisting around the building, and it looks the same. It's got the large three. Actually, let me see if I can find a really good picture of a tenement for you guys.
Not hard to find.
Not really.
You can.
I think that'll work. Image. Sorry, guys. All right, bam. Just think of that about 15 stories taller.
Oh, there it is.
I put it in roll 20 for anybody that wants to check. You're basically just seeing more of the same. You go down some side roads, you get a couple weird looks, but nobody really cares. Again, they're just kind of shuffling as fast as they can to get out of the street. You pass a bazaar at one point, and finally, is there any place in particular that you guys want to go? Like, what are you looking for?
Part B wants to stop in the bazaar, actually.
Yeah, I want to go there too.
Okay, is that everybody's opinion?
I didn't hear. What did you say? Go ahead.
They want to go to the bazaar.
Yeah, I think that would
Of
be a
course,
good
Scully
idea.
wants to go to the bazaar.
She is pretty bizarre. I mean, that would be a great idea.
Okay, let's see if we can find some good stuff here.
She's gonna kill me.
So you're in the middle of the
I might kill Omni before the end of this, but
you kind of pull up to a side road.
Aw.
You see the bazaar roll by, and you see what looks like. You kind of look down it, and there's just people sitting in the road, large, colorful banners, almost like plywood tables and cinder blocks with their wares on it. It's not a very fancy one, but at the same point in time, it's a bazaar nonetheless. It has all of the, it's starting to get close to evening time, right before dinner, so people are starting to are in high gear here. They're selling stuff for dinner. You got one guy, you think you can see him at the very end, literally tossing chickens. Like, plucked and skinned, but he's literally tossing them into the crowd and snatching money as fast as he can, because these people want dinner. Loud noise, back and forth, Chinese, Japanese, Korean, all mashing into one big, business talk atmosphere, and it just feels vibrant for the rest of the alleys you've been in. You haven't quite felt this wonkinese. Yeah, exactly. I'm more like workinese. But it feels active, it feels energized, and the rest of the Baron so far just hasn't.
It's unfortunate that there's going to be explosions here.
here.
Maybe. Alright, so let's see. turning to Omni, seeing that you need my assistance, I could use a little bit from you for something that will help. Do you have enough that you can afford me 3,000 million?
For
To assist in getting us this job completed. 4,000
After I
would be
ask-
better, but 3,000 to be enough.
after I ask, Creed has already sent you the money, and I'm like, the fuck.
Thanks, Creed.
I like Creed. Alright. So I will, I'm putting my plans together. So
Okay.
continue on.
Putting my plan. So you just ask for $3,000 and then do nothing with it.
No, I have something that I'm planning to do with it.
Do you have 10
I
bucks?
have-
Yeah, sure. Here you go.
Yeah,
What do you need it for? I was just wondering if you had it, but I'm glad you gave it to me. Like,
That's awesome.
He'll give you the 4 that you asked for.
Great.
Like, he'll give you
Aw,
the 3,
Creed is
then you
so much
said
nicer
4 will be
than you.
better.
okay,
That's
so
why Creed's
so
awesome.
what are we looking for here, guys? You got this big, bright, bizarre, and a world that not many of you are familiar with floating in front of you.
So I'm about to take care of that.
Okay.
So, first thing I need to do is, with the new contact that is for sale on the Runnerhub, that is a forger,
Okay.
I am going to contact her to make a rating 6 background sin, which is going to be like the full thing, for Kim Nomura.
Kim.
She's an immigrant to the UCAS recently.
Okay. And
It's-
how much is the fake sin cost?
Well, it is one of the
50%,
ones
right?
that will stand up for a few days.
Ah.
So it is half the price for regular ones. So
Okay.
it'd be like 7,000? No, 8,000 because you round up.
Okay.
8,000 million.
there is an availability chart. Anything over,
She ignores that.
she ignores delivery times.
She doesn't necessarily ignore the delivery times, but she ignores the rolling on it thing.
Oh no, it's not so much the rolling. It's still there's a gear cost and then delivery time. So if it costs 1,000 to 10,000, it takes 2 days to get there because of all the resources she has to pull together to get it.
Yep.
Right.
And as a rating 6, she will also need your DNA and such.
Correct.
She won't necessarily need mine because it's one of those ones that is good enough. And I just
Yeah,
need it to
Disappears afterwards,
pass.
right?
Right.
Yeah.
So I am going to be putting together a disguise to be this Kim person that I am about to become.
Okay.
And I am picking up a persona fix for a Japanese immigrant girl to UCAS.
Okay.
And that is what I'm going to work on because I'm planning on trying to get into this building to start laying the groundwork for our assault.
Alrighty. So that's going to take 2 days to get the burner sin. And persona chips. Let's see. Do you know anybody that would have persona chips for sale, or do you have like a collection?
Well, I do have a collection.
Do you
but
want
I
to
have
roll me?
several contacts that could get a hold of them.
Okay. Do me.
I dare say one could make them.
Yeah, one could make them actually. Let's see.
Yeah,
here.
he's an AI. He's got nothing to do but spend time.
So let's see. Roll me a. I wish there was a resources check. That'd be great.
Now you're getting into D20 Modern, man.
No,
It's
Fate.
only-
Fate has a resource check, and it's fucking amazing. Because all it is like, do you have it? Roll it. Hey, you have it. Sweet. Okay. The richer you are, the higher the pool is. Let's see. Let's.
Well, it's only 200 million, and
Okay.
it's availability of 4F.
4F. Okay, if you look hard enough, roll me a. Let's.
We do also have 2 days to try and find it.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. I'm not in any rush.
I'm trying to think of what specifically you will roll for that, because you're in a market. Roll me edge.
I'm not going to be getting it here.
In that particular case, you might want to roll your contact then.
Yeah, I would be. It would be silly to buy it here because there's probably people that would remember selling this particular item.
Okay. All right.
I'm
So
going to Eric, my hotel. And it's
What's
3
your-
successes for him.
What's your lifestyle?
My lifestyle is, I believe I might have upgraded her to high recently. Let me check to be sure.
I think you did because you purchased Armand. I think you did it when you did that,
Yeah.
but I don't remember.
No, I had Armand to start with, I thought. Well, anyway, yeah, she's got a high lifestyle.
Okay, so you can just walk into any store and pretty much pick up whatever you want, as far as clothing and stuff goes, and it'll just be
Right.
racked up under your lifestyle.
Yeah.
So
I
let's
have
say
Armand.
you'll get 2 30 million immigrant costumes.
Right.
Use etiquette.
Perfect.
Oh, Fallen Seraph is saying etiquette. Oh yeah, that is a good idea. Roll etiquette for me to see if you can, if they will let you into your presence or
What?
their presence. Let
Who?
you, because
Let
you're
me
a bunch of
into
weird ass
presence.
people that just came in.
Oh, I wasn't actually going into the market.
Oh, you guys are just looking at it. Who's going in?
They're doing their thing. I'm doing mine.
Oh.
I was
Could
like,
I
why do
roll
I
some?
roll etiquette to talk to my contacts?
Okay, so just roll your contact, see if they can get you that BTO.
I did.
Okay.
And he got 3 successes.
Yeah, how many? I'm sorry, 3.
3.
Excellente. And he looks around. And he says, "Yeah, I could probably get it for you for the end of the day."
Appreciate it.
You said you Japanese immigrant?
Uh-huh.
Huh. I'm
Basically,
not
she
even
just
gonna ask.
needs she needs to know the history of Japan, basically, and what a common person that has lived there all their life would know.
Makes sense. Okay. And he's just like, I'm not even gonna ask. Just I'll get it to you. But do you want it delivered or do you want to come pick it up?
I'll download it.
All right.
So I will add that to my stack of memories.
Very nice. Now, Epoch, you were gonna try and do something, right?
I was just going to. I don't. I guess because I don't know this like player wise. My character might. Is this the kind of like bazaar where you could find all kinds of random little bits of magical animals and regents and that kind of stuff?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
This is one of those places. Like, they have
Cool.
everything. Discount electronics, but you don't... I mean, they kind of sketch you where they might have come from. I mean, the whole thing is pretty much don't ask and they won't tell you.
Okay, so I'm gonna go shopping for regents. Although that is just the cover story kind of thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna basically wander around the bazaar looking for the most odd foreign things that some eccentric priest might be interested in purchasing.
Okay. Roll me etiquette.
All right.
Because they may not tell you if you look like a tourist. Or act like a tourist.
Yeah, that makes sense. I keep doing D7. It's really annoying.
Omni, you wanted to do something?
I am looking around for exotic weapon things.
Exotic weapon things. Ooh. Make me a perception check. Because it's busy as shit.
I got 12 successes, by the way.
Okay.
My hand is in my jacket pocket, which is formatted into like a glove, so that I can have it resting upon the hilt, not the hilt, the sometimes hilt of my gun, which it is currently clasping.
Okay. So as Epoch, we'll deal with yours first. You are looking around. You find a lot of reagents. Just everything's kind of alive to you as you're walking around. You can just like almost feel power washing off of you in specific places. And you know that this might be a good place to come back later if the Yakuza don't recognize you.
Yeah.
But yeah, as walking around as a priest, you have people reaching out and speaking, Mandarin to you and holding out all of their stuff. And
I'll take some time to preach, and, all that kind of stuff, and talk to people and shop.
Okay.
Basically, just fit in.
Okay. Well, quote unquote, fit in.
Yeah, as much as I can.
And you were, what specifically were you looking for?
I'm basically trying to cover the fact that I'm scoping out as much as I possibly can about the Yakuza, their operations here, their facilities. I'm trying to cover my tracks
Okay.
of somebody who's not interested in anything I'm actually doing.
Okay, you do a
And
very...
I guess I'll probably pick up a bunch of regions while I'm here.
Okay. We'll go over that later then, but...
Cool.
You do a very good job of covering your tracks. You look and act the part of a tourist. Like the people are madly swindling you, and you know it, but you're still kind of rolling along with it. Because the tourist would know they're being swindled.
Yeah.
Omni is you're looking around. You see a rack of knives, and you're like, "Oh, these look really." Wait a minute, and then you figure out that they look really sketchy, like one of those that you could hit somebody with and it would probably break. Type sketchy.
Knives are inferior to chainsaws anyway.
Exactly. So, what is there anything specific that you're looking for?
Something ridiculously large and has no business being here. It's like, excuse me, do you have rocket launcher?
And the person just
Sound like
looks up at you
Arnold.
and just goes, I don't even want to pretend I don't know English for that. Really? Get out of here. Go! Shoot! Get
Rocket
away from store!
launcher.
Go!
Laser.
Rocket round chair. Rocket lawn chairs? We don't have any lawn chairs here. What are you talking about?
But you might have rocket launcher.
Rocket lawn chair, go! Alright. Yeah, you're not really finding anything. You suspect if it had been under another circumstance, and you were actually
Now I was socially capable of not being incredibly racist. Yes.
not only incredibly racist, but not looking like a tourist, people might actually be willing to sell you some more stuff. But it's pretty obvious that you don't belong in this place, so they're not going to risk showing you their good stuff.
Okay. Scully doing anything?
I'm probably checking out any kind of bizarro plants because I have a fixation.
Okay.
So
All
I would
right.
be doing kind of the same thing, just kind of like taking in the scene. But she probably gets totally distracted if she finds somebody to talk to.
Okay. So, Dolly, you have made and applied the disguise. You have gotten, I believe, 6 successes on the disguise.
Nope. 10 total.
10 total. Okay. So,
4 for making it, 6 for applying it. So 10 total.
okay. Alrighty. Skelly, you find some really nice plants. And you find a couple plants that you're like, I'm pretty sure those are illegal. I'm just going to walk away.
No, she doesn't care about that.
But yeah, no, pretty much it's exactly what you think it is. I mean, do you want to buy one of them?
No, I have enough of my own, thank you.
Okay. No, they're very,
I got enough-
very high
got enough
quality.
legal
They're-
plants.
We have master
One is
bonsai
enough.
artists. Master bonsai artists go through and chip all the little leaves off of it. Take very good care of it. Come on, 50 million, and it's yours. You're such a pretty lady. The bonsai tree would go very well with your very nice face.
Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Sucker.
So you pay him the 50 million for the bonsai tree. Okay, so everybody's kind of walking, I'm assuming walking back out of the market. Omni is getting a few dirty glares from the market people around him.
Rocket launcher.
Rocket Rancha.
Try to stay as far away
Epoch
from it as I possibly can.
Epoch is coming back with a large bag of reagents, and Scully is walking with a little bonsai tree. And you guys will come back to the van, and you look in, and you think for the briefest second that somebody is camping out in your van. And you don't know who the fuck it is.
Yeah, well, it'll be a little bit. Dolly's like getting the disguise ready. She says, I'm going to need someone to drive the van out as they get in. And she's staying out of view of the people that are there.
Okay. Good idea. Okay, so what are you guys doing?
I'm going to try to make my way into the building, and I'm letting this know to the players. I'm not responding to the GM. I'm going to try to infiltrate the building so that perhaps through my sim recording you will be able to get a better view of the building itself. I will not know you for the next... I'm imagining the ID will last for 2 or 3 days. I don't think after they do check it, they're going to keep checking it. As it's not really, they really don't care who lives there. So, that said, I will be back to myself. I imagine I'll sit it for 3 days. So after 3 days, I will know you, but do not bother me. Do not contact me. Do not speak to me. I will not know you.
Is
Fair
it
enough.
possible for Creed to have marks on your stuff so that he can follow you in case shit goes wrong?
Can he do that without either my knowing it or... without them being able to pick up on it?
I don't know. If he's contacting your phone and maybe has you invite marks from him onto you,
I'll do
would
that
that be
now.
something?
Yeah.
So I will invite marks for Omni. He can have 3 marks on her comlink. Actually, I'll give him ownership of her comlink for now. She can just use it, and he's the owner. So he
Okay.
has 4 marks on her comlink.
All right.
She's leasing it. That's the story.
Okay.
Exactly.
I just
Yeah, it's gonna be on her
I,
Renraku Sensei.
I just bought this off of one of the market men. I can't even. Okay.
Oh, don't expect me to be doing a bad Japanese accent, because I mean my Russian's bad enough. I can't even conceive how to do a Japanese one without being completely offensive.
Just to put a lot of R's in it.
No.
Oh, God,
Not
she's
anything
back.
like that.
Who summoned the
Not
old
pretty
madam?
offensive.
They've
Punches
been
my
like
soul.
trying to do some sort of arcane ritual to bring Mama-san back as a contact, so I figured I'd throw her in real quick.
Sorry, bitches. I shot her in the head.
There's gotta be a spirit contact. That'd be amazing.
There's no such thing.
Maybe when Ally Spirit rules come out, there will be a free spirit contact that gets put up for purchase.
Oh my god, that would be so... Mama-san.
Would
No,
you hate us? 'Cause we
this
killed her?
contact is specifically for the mage. It's for Mama-san.
God. Oh, none of us
So
would
I
be
do-
allowed to have her because we murdered her.
That'd be great. Oh man.
She just
Why would that help you? You shot me in the face!
Spirits don't work that way.
As cat rages.
You're getting
I
fat.
know. It's like that one idiot that thought his spirit was going to be his dead wife. It's like, you moron! Don't work that way.
So, while I did start off joking about Rocket Rancha, I do think I actually want to try and get one through my black market arms dealer.
Good luck. Okay. Jesus.
Just an Ass Technology Striker.
Oh, just. No, that's reasonable. I mean,
They are very
And just-
nice.
And just one.
well, you do
Missile.
have 3 days, so let's,
Just one
Let's go-
fragmentation missile is
okay.
all I need.
is there anything... Okay, so while Dolly is going to be infiltrating this place, what do you guys want to do? Maybe to find out more information.
Did we get any useful information from being in the bazaar?
We found out that they wear red and white, that they are the only ones that carry weapons openly. We found out that you don't pay attention to details that he's describing.
I thought we got those details while we were in the car before we were on the bazaar. I misunderstood then. No worries.
418, I believe it is. Yes, it is.
What are you looking for? The
Black market goods.
oh.
Okay. Okay.
I'm just really slow until I finish my book.
That. What are you guys doing?
I was gonna roll my. I have a black market arms dealer. His name is Clip.
Okay, so
Say
what
4-1.
what is the availability of it?
The striker is 10, and the fragmentation missile is 12.
Okay.
I kind of really only want it with the missile.
Okay. Well, you are going to be rolling negotiation
dice.
plus charisma.
I'll go through a contact.
Okay. Use their negotiation plus charisma with the connection rating serving as a bonus to their social limit.
Right. And we're using the mission rules of connection times 2 plus loyalty.
That's correct. Go ahead. So what would his social limit be then?
Free successors.
Okay. So you're rolling first for the missile launcher.
Yep.
It is an opposed test. Yes, you
10
absolutely
D20.
100% fail. Sorry.
I don't think that's quite right.
No, no, it's not. I always my first roll. I always forget to change that. Okay, so you match it. If you win, you find Garrett the listed price, but you don't. If you tie the test, you find it, but the delivery time is twice listed that on the table. How much is the actual launcher?
Cheap. It's like 1,200, I think.
Okay. Well, 1,200 bumps it up to 2 days, so you're going to have to wait 4 days before you get it.
Sounds
Sure.
legit.
Okay? And then roll for the fragmentation missile. How many do you want?
Just one.
Just want one. Okay.
Not greedy.
You said it was 12F?
Yes.
It is 12F, yes.
Mhm.
2. Fuck. I need you
Alright.
to fail this roll so bad.
Nope.
God damn it.
Nope, can't find any.
Anybody else got somebody that can help me find a missile?
I've got a smuggler.
Sounds like he's got a
Smuggler will
smuggler.
help, right?
He would, but it's going to be at an extra 25% cost. Because it's not really his bag.
Say Chad.
Let me check the price on that.
I have an arms dealer.
There you go.
That would probably help.
He is connection to Loyalty 1, and I will introduce Omni to him.
Okay.
His name is Andrei Grikov. He is a Vori gun runner.
You calling me again, Dolly?
No, I'm not. Dolly's not calling him. Omni is,
Okay, I thought
Hey,
you made the introduction.
as a recommendation. Yeah. So
No matter how
she's sending him a message. A friend will be calling you. Omni or Creed.
Okay. Alright, so you get in contact with Omni. I'm sorry, and Andre goes, "You friend Dolly's?
Yes.
What want?"
Missile to feed to Yakuza.
Okay. We'll see if we have any. Go ahead and roll it.
What is his numbers?
Unfortunately, he's only a 2-1 right now. Connection to Loyalty 1. But I'm sure that will be going up when we give him the advanced warning that these people are about to get fragged.
Okay. So, hey, we cannot get this for you.
That's understandable.
And he
If
just
you
hangs
happen to come across one, let me know.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Click.
Okay.
You want submarine?
Yeah, right? You want submarine as well? Maybe we throw a nuclear missile in on top of it.
Torpedoes?
Can I-
submarine?
Can I
Torpedoes? Would you like depth charges? We have those on sale right now. Get the fuck off the comlink. He then proceeds to hang up on you.
Aw.
Can I approach the
You should
wide
have
world of the
pre-call.
general market with my smuggler as my go-between?
No. I'm gonna say at this particular point, you kind of spent most of your.
With all the brown romper suit going on, you don't want to be going to somebody you don't know right now to be getting a missile. Yes! Yes!
No, go
We
ahead,
will have a
please.
missile for you. Please meet us in this hotel room
You're gonna get a call
to
from
pick
your.
up your missile.
You're gonna be getting a call from the FBI going, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Buying
I'm
missiles.
tempted to call them and ask them for a
I was
missile.
just gonna say,
No.
why don't we call the FBI? They gotta have one laying around that they're not using.
Do you have any confiscated missiles? We need to feed one to the Yakuza doorman.
Well, some of the Yakuza may believe that the FBI are now working with miniguns after X went in the front door yelling FBI.
Okay, so on a serious note, what the hell are you guys doing?
Alright, so
Probably
after,
waiting for...
after I have the
Okay.
ID, Dolly is going to walk into the Barrens.
Okay, so we'll get to that in a second. I want to figure out what the rest of your team is going to be doing for the 3 days that you're down south.
Yes.
We're gonna pick up the drugs.
Mm-hmm.
I
We're gonna get
think I'm
stuff
gonna
in.
go to Armand and get a red and white suit. in the fashion of these Yakuza people, even though I'm not at all Japanese. I figure,
Well, that's what you have disguise checks for.
right.
Kind of be silly for me to even try.
This is true.
Before we leave, I'm gonna take an astral perception at the building.
Do they let orcs into the Yakuza?
You are human looking,
Yes.
though, so
Yeah,
with
it's-
some disguise and such.
Honestly, they're
You,
not. They're only racist against people that aren't Asians, and I'm pretty sure since meta-humanity is a big thing, there would be some, but it would be a rare thing. Because Imperial
It used to be
Imperial
really
Japan-
bad,
Yeah,
but it's gotten better.
Imperial Japan is not the place for meta-humanity. We'll just put it that way.
Here goes
Unless you're that
19.
specialized type of Japanese orc.
So, I do think from a message on a burner Metalink, I will send the FBI a message to be like, what are the chances you can get me a rocket for a striker?
So, an hour goes by. You don't get a response.
They're gonna make you pay for it.
2 hours go
I'll
by.
pay for it. I don't care.
You're not getting a response.
I got like 3 days.
3 hours go by. You're not getting a response. You're kind of getting the impression that you might be being ignored here.
Nah.
I'll send them a thing. It's like, you want this to be thorough or not?
Still nothing.
I got 3 days.
Oh well, you got a grenade launcher.
I do have a grenade launcher.
And a
but-
flamethrower.
And a
And a
chainsaw.
And a chainsaw.
And a shotgun.
And a shotgun.
And a grapple gun. I am prepared. I might even be omni-prepared.
Oh dear. Suze, do your thing.
Okay, is there any other things that you guys would like to do? Like maybe start rustling up your contacts, seeing what they might know about this guy. I'm sure there might be something on the Matrix, any type of news stories that you might be able to look up. Like there's got to be something somewhere of this young Chow and maybe his boss that you should be able to ruffle up some feathers.
Epoch is going to spend the next afternoon after going to Glow City. He's going to go hang out in his partially constructed magical lodge and steady himself and go spend a couple hours in the astral around that area, getting closer and closer to it and seeing how
Okay.
close he can get and look.
Okay, there's that. Omni?
I have a tabloid writer contact that I might ask for some information.
Okay. Go ahead and make that roll for
Uh,
me. And Skelly?
Oh. God. I have like a mafia contact, but I don't know if I'm really willing to contact him right now
Okay.
due
It
to
would be
current
to his-
situations.
Current situations being...
Yeah. I may or may not have killed his friend.
Oh. Yeah, that would be a pretty good reason not to contact somebody.
He doesn't know that you had anything to do with that.
That's true. He's only a 1-1 though.
Who knows?
Yeah, the last
The-
one he did me good.
The next day after I'm doing my astral thing, because we have 3 days, right? I'm
Mhm.
gonna go talk to my drug dealer friend and
Let's-
ask him for information on the
let's-
Yakuza since
Let's
Yep.
get through the first day first. And then
Oh,
we'll
okay,
start.
cool.
We'll start rustling up some more context. Okay, Omni, you roll your one success on
Tabloid writer.
tabloid writer. What's the context name?
Ink.
Ink. INK. Not bad.
And his first name is disappearing.
Okay, he or she.
She.
Okay, and is it a specific tabloid that she writes for?
Hold on.
How do you roll?
Sorry, I'm back.
Okay.
No, she does not have a specific tabloid that she writes for, mostly because
The
I do
Seattle
not know.
Gazette.
There
The
you go.
Seattle Gazette. Yep.
Because I didn't know of any that actually existed in the space future.
Yeah, we made one up. The editor of which is spouting some bullshit as usual. Okay. So we have Ink, and you give her a call, and she's like, "Hi. let me see what I can do for you, because I know we have some Yakuza stories floating around here somewhere. And this seems like a big thing, but you got to promise. You got to promise to tell me when this stuff goes down so I can be there and take some notes.
What if I just give you a video feed instead? Because it's going to get pretty hot in there.
You just see her eyes light up, and she's like, You do that?
I could get you some edited footage and stuff, and you don't know anybody that has a rocket, do you?
And she just, like, at
I
first...
applaud his single-mindedness.
Yeah, seriously. I can tell you right now, Omni, you are not getting a rocket for your rocket launcher. I'm letting you know right now.
While Rob may know that, Omni and Creed don't. So they're going to keep trying.
That's fine. Okay, so yeah, she's
Just get a propellant and stick a grenade on it.
so she's gonna get back to you in a few days. She's gonna try and rustle up what she can. At this
Few
particular
toilet paper
point.
rolls.
A few toilet paper rolls, exactly. Okay, so Scully, you are contacting your contact, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, what's his name? Or her name?
Giuseppe.
Giuseppe. Ah, Giuseppe. I love a
Yeah,
Giuseppe.
that's right.
Okay. So you give him a call. Oh, Scotty. Hey, what's going on?
Oh, nothing. I'm just wondering if you've had any run-ins with the Yakuza lately.
The Yakuza, of course. We're at
Of
war
course.
with them.
Why
Punch the fucking yaps in the face every time I get. Why do you want to know? What's going on?
Oh, can I just ask him if he knows the two people we're looking for?
Okay, so what is your connection and loyalty rating for them?
It's just 1-1.
That's just the 1-1. Oh, well, let me see. Well, I don't know anything right now. What you can do is give me a few days. I'll see what I can round up for you, okay?
Okay, that sounds great.
Okay, I gotta go whack this guy real quick. Hold on. Let me hang
No
up.
problem.
All you hear is gunshots in the background.
Clack, clack.
They're in contact
rat.
with Molly. Can you hold on a minute? Blah, blah, blah. Okay.
What was that? You need to know.
Okay, so that's two contacts that you have trying to run up some information on this Decker. Epoch, you said you were going to go astral around this place?
Yeah, I'm not going to just rush in, of course. I'm going to spend, 4 or 5 hours looking around, checking out that whole Yakuza area.
Okay, make me an astral perception check, please.
What exactly is that again, dice-wise?
Astral perception? Oh, I don't know offhand. Anybody got that for me? Offhand?
What was that?
For perception check.
Astral perception. Yeah, I can't.
It's a sensing.
Oh, it is always sensing? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I thought that was just for information you see. Yay!
No.
I'm horrible at sensing.
Yeah,
It is your
apparently.
ability
Jesus.
to be able to perceive the astral.
The astral around you.
Still a little
Sensing check.
shaken up.
Thank you, everybody, for
Okay.
catching up with that. Okay, so you got a 1 success. At this point, you're blipping from place to place. You're doing more dodging of where you think people are going to be than actual perception at this point. You do get a general feeling of depression from the place, but it's so slight you're not even sure that you feel it.
Okay.
So 4 or 5 hours go by, and you haven't even gotten into the Yakuza proper. You're trying to be stealthy. You're trying to move around potential traps, potential spirits that you don't actually see, but you figure it's easier to spend the time because you got nothing but time for the next 3 days. So you might as well take it and be careful. But
Yeah.
you're not really sensing much.
I can spend 12 hours out, so I probably will try to push it to like the 10-hour mark before I go home. Try to figure out if there's wars on the place or on the tenement or anything like that.
If you can get to it.
Okay.
Currently,
I'll try to get to it with another 4 hours.
Okay, so go ahead and toss another 4 hours at it.
Another 4 dice.
Yep, that's going to be your sensing pool -1 because you're doing it in a long, consistent manner.
Okay. That's
Okay,
5 dice
so
then,
you-
sensing -1.
So you get most of the way to the tenements. You're not quite there, but you get this feeling that there's a large bubble around it.
Okay.
This place may not be the highest on the food chain, but you can tell that there are people in there enough to make it guarded.
Okay.
So you can't tell from where you are exactly what rating and stuff it is, but at the same token, it's you can highly expect some sort of guards, barriers, things like that to protect the people inside.
Yeah. Awesome.
All
I
right.
go the hell back to my body very uncomfortably.
Yep. Dolly.
Gotta-
Miss Infiltrator.
All right. So once she has the ID, the ID that will pass, she is going to
Believe
head
I
over
said-
into the area.
I said 2 days for that, right? I think I did. Yep, 2 days for the
Yes.
high. Okay, so that's still day number 1. Do you guys want to call it a day and wait for the next one to come through, since it's mostly just a waiting game at this point?
Sure. The only thing else I think I wanted to do, and I'm not sure if I want to do it, is get a weapon mount installed on my truck. But I think I'll let that go for now, because I don't have a big-ass gun to put on it.
Yeah,
Well, you have one. You just don't have any ammunition for it.
Creed. I'm flying.
Woo!
Be like a
He's-
dog putting his
he's-
head out the window.
Exactly. Just in the
What
Matrix, all you
about
see
Bob? I'm sailing. Like mounted to the top of the truck.
Okay, so despite that, is that pretty much what you guys wanted to accomplish today? Any other, Matrix searches, any other contacts you want to hit up, anything like that?
I don't want to play Assault. Anything else?
I guess I'll just scan the local media just to see if I don't know if I can do that even.
That would be
just,
a Matrix search.
Yeah, I don't know if I can do that.
This
So
should-
computer plus intuition.
computer plus intuition. Yep.
And I had forgotten that I'm the ghetto decker. So I will...
There's no,
My intuition is 5. What was it?
Computer plus
Computer?
intuition.
just random.
Do I? I don't have computer. It would just be 5.
I have 4 hits on the Matrix perception from Creed. I had forgotten I was the air quotes decker in this situation.
Quote unquote. All right, so 4 successes. You're pulling a lot of you're just trolling online in this whole time that Epoch's kind of been away from you guys in the astral at his house. You've just been throwing the nets out. You've been fishing for as much information on this name and anybody related to this name. And you find 1 or 2 articles from a couple years ago. This guy was arrested at some point. He wasn't ever thrown into jail except for 2 days, and then he got out on bail. But it was for low-level stuff, the equivalent of whatever a B&E is on the Matrix, data theft, stuff like that. And since then, it's been pretty quiet.
I don't think I have anything else then.
Okay. End of day 1. Beginning of day 2.
That transition.
Is okay. Anything that you guys want to accomplish after a nice long day of rest? Dolly, anything you want to try and scare up?
Nope. Day of rest is all I need for now.
Okay.
Picking up those drugs.
Picking up the drugs.
See, the fun thing is, I have no idea what Rob is planning, but it's kind of terrifying nonetheless because it involves rockets and date rape drugs.
Yeah, pretty much. Magical date rape drugs. Yep.
Rockets and date
What is
rape,
going
great.
on the other side of somebody's microphone?
I think
Laundry.
that was Susie's mic. 'Cause
Okay.
I've come to the decision, I don't think her mic mutes when the boom goes up. I think she actually has to hit the button.
Oh, okay. I was doing laundry. Works do laundry too.
Oh
I
yeah.
was getting ice cream.
Bonus. I
Okay.
need you more ice cream.
Yeah, I know, right? I have ice cream upstairs and I don't want to go and get it. Does anybody want to take a
Wireless
5?
microphones seem like a great idea.
They are.
Do you guys want to take a 5 minute while you
I'm
kind of
fine
plan your
with
next
that.
move?
Ice cream break.
Ice cream break.
Ice cream man, ice cream man.
Ola, they're having ice cream breaks. Can we have ice cream break?
Can we have an ice cream break too?
I don't know. I'm going to have a whiskey break. So.
Her response was, "Okay, if you get us ice cream." That was her response.
Rockets
That's a
and
good point. I
date
do
rape.
have 5 minutes. Ice cream break. I'll be back.
Sure.
See?
I thought it was hilarious.
What is
I was
wrong with the
talking to
rocket
his
launcher?
dog. Well, it's the fact that the rocket launcher is combined with date rape drugs. It's like, don't worry, honey. You won't
Look,
remember any of it.
if you
One
want
way or
the
another.
guy to remember your faces when they're asking him questions,
No, no, I'm
I
fine.
won't
just
date
thought
rape
it was
him.
hilarious. I just
How's
thought it
that?
was hilarious, the idea of it. It's like, the girl's there, it's like, what is this missile doing here? Don't worry, honey.
Shh. Shh. It'll all be over soon.
Don't think about the missile. Just think about you and me.
And what we have together.
I'm sad that you're not letting me get a missile.
I'm just rolling it. It's not working for you. It's an opposed check based off of the item's availability, and it's rolling 12 dice to resist you finding it.
Yeah, it's kind of like, trying to get a laser. Sometimes it's just kind of hard to get a hold of those things.
It's like
Yeah.
people don't want them getting out into the market or something. Like,
I was thinking about getting a laser, but then Creed would get jealous if I started using another gun. Like the rocket launcher, he understands because you can't mount a rocket launcher on an assault rifle.
you can't mount a rocket launcher. Something about that whole just phrase just doesn't flow right out of my mouth. It doesn't. It makes me feel dirty.
Missile, that's what you had the drugs for.
So you clearly don't have enough experience with how great my plans always are.
Oh, Jesus God.
No, Loader.
I was about to say.
How
'cause
great my
I know,
plans are.
I know differently.
Exactly. You know exactly how great my plans
You're
always
right.
are.
I know differently. Exactly.
Like I said, I'm just making the rolls here. Like you managed to tie it, and it says specifically in the book if you tie it, it just takes longer. So if you don't make it, if you don't get any net hits, then you don't get it.
Mount a chainsaw on your missile.
Mounted missile chainsaws. Fucking greatest. Can we put bears on the rocket chainsaws?
If it doesn't explode, it'll cut somebody in half. It's there. It's like, better yet, it'll cut people in half on the way to the explosions. So you can take out a crowd before you have to take out a crowd. It is
Then you
like the
put a
whole thing of
grenade
killing a
inside the
motherfucker with another
chainsaw.
motherfucker. See?
And when
So-
that goes off.
They used to have those torpedoes that were man piloted. So I mean, stranger things have happened.
I think they were called kamikaze pilots.
No, those were the planes.
Those are the planes that bombed.
Yep. Well, I wouldn't even say
Where it
bombed.
crashed.
There you
No.
go.
Yeah, they
When they were shot down, they just crashed into the boat to take them out. But no, they actually had submariners that would pilot missiles. And at
So
one point,
I'm gonna.
they had a piloted missile that was piloted by a pigeon. They taught a pigeon to click buttons to try to get food, and so they were going to have a missile that was piloted by a pigeon that was inside the pigeon, pecking the direction buttons.
You have to be kidding me.
I am not shitting.
So I found this years ago, and I feel like it is now time to unleash it upon you.
Oh my God.
Oh, apparently Reddit is under maintenance and everybody's losing their fucking minds.
Yes.
Oh no!
Oh god!
It was called Project Pigeon.
Rocket propelled chainsaw?
I know that the Americans had come up with an alternative. They were trying to come up with different types of super
Holiday
weapons
cards.
to end the war, World War II specifically.
I'm back.
And they came up with the thought of getting tons and tons of fruit bats.
And setting the city on fire.
Yeah, and they would tie little napalm charges to them, timed napalm charges, and they would release the bats over the city that they wanted to hit. And since most of the buildings were made out of wood, the bats would find a place to nestle in all of the buildings, and they would randomly explode and set the whole city on fire.
Oh, poor bats.
I've been having a little hard time reading. I'm trying to learn up about warlords. I think I'm under a false impression on how they work.
Probably.
Yeah, because I've always been under the impression that magic wards, if you do magic inside them, the person with the ward knows, and you have to you have to save against the ward. But
Nope.
How do-
Okay, here's how wards work. You are a astral present creature, and
Yeah.
you want to enter this building. Say, for example, you're an idiot that has quicken spells, and you need to
Mhm.
go inside of a place. If you try to go through the ward, you will either break the ward and let the mage know that somebody has entered the area, or you will enter through and your spells will be negated because they got destroyed by the ward knocking them out. If you are inside the ward, you can do whatever you want to do. Just think of it like a wall or a dome that you can't shoot
Oh.
through, can't see through.
Okay, so every
Once you're
single session I've
inside
been
the
on
dome,
where...
you can do whatever you want to do.
So that means every single session I've played in where I've been in a ward, I've been like, I'm choosing not to do magic because I thought it would fuck me up. Was completely wrong. Great.
Yep.
This is what I get for playing Shadowrun for a year with people in IRL. That, yeah. Thank you. I've been completely misunderstanding wards.
It makes me insane when people are like, I want to look through the wall with my astral vision. No, you moron, it doesn't work like that. Or I want to look through the wall with my thermographic vision. No.
Astral can see through walls, though, can it?
No, it cannot.
If you stick your head through the wall.
Yeah, that's the only way.
Yeah. Okay. But okay, that makes sense.
How do you say no?
You
You
can go
can still
through
see-
the wall.
Yes, you can see physical objects. So if you're astrally
Yeah.
perceiving, you're still going to see a house. It's going to be
Yeah.
a gray house.
You have
Right.
to go in the house to see. Yeah. Okay.
Right. But you get people
That-
that,
that-
think they're like sit across the street and like watch the neighbors make out astrally, and it doesn't work like that.
Yeah,
that
those
makes
people
sense.
are creepy though.
Oh my god, there's so much on Skype I have to catch up on. Apparently, everybody decided to start messaging me at the same time, and I
That's
don't.
because you got your promotion.
Yeah, well, it's also I'm on a stream, and I don't want to actually put Skype up on the stream so everybody can
Well,
see all the contact
They're
information.
not saying anything important anyway.
You, sir, need a second monitor.
Yeah, no, absolutely. If you want to pay for it, I will absolutely take a second monitor.
If I can have a rocket,
You can't have a
Dude, I will
rocket.
give you a rocket if you'll send me an extra monitor.
Exactly, in that particular case.
I'll teach you how to make one. Shit, we're good to go.
I'll find out myself, and then I will teach you how to make it from scratch.
What do you mean find
I
out?
feel like one of us would get arrested in that process.
Probably.
Probably.
Okay, so everybody's back, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Quick sound off for me, please.
Cat nine
Sound
here.
off.
Up to-
Epoch.
Epoch. Excellent. Okay, I think everybody's here. No, run is not done. Why is run done?
We took an ice cream break. You're jelly.
Yeah, everybody jelly this ice cream break. All right, so I do have a hard cutoff of like 1 a.m. So just as a heads up, 1 a.m. my time, Eastern. So it's
Let's roll
probably
it.
about
Let's hurry the fuck up.
1:45, 1 hour 45 minutes. Just as a heads up. Okay. So we get back into the roll of things. Is day 2, beginning of day 2. What does everybody want to do?
Pick up my drugs.
Pick up your drugs. So you go pick up your drugs. It takes about an hour and a half. Do do do. Do 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 do. You have looted 2 date rape drugs. Congrats.
Thank you.
That's a little creepy.
one to save for later.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
One
we're
for the
taking
mission.
2 guys.
One for later.
One for the mission, one for the missus.
Okay.
All right.
Don't stop believing. You're getting so much encouragement for this rocket in chat, by the way.
That's because they know that it's going to be awesome.
All right. Let's see. Epoch, you want to keep sensing here?
On the same day. Oh well, I was gonna spend the second day. I'm gonna go chat up my buddy Ganker Frankie.
Gangsta
the
Frankie.
locals, Ganker.
Oh, Ganker. Okay.
Yeah, he's a troll street dealer. He's a local guy I get my psych from. I've recently got him up to loyalty 2, and I'm gonna go chat him up on his lunch break to see what I can learn about the Yakuza. And anything in that area, anything relevant he may have heard of. He's recently been promoted to street bitch in charge of other street bitches.
Street.
So his
so
whopping
he is the
connection to
lead
might teach
street
me.
bitch.
Yeah, instead of being on a corner, he has a couple corners, but yeah,
Okay. All right.
it's a stretch.
Okay. So street bitch. Where is his street bitch's street?
He's in Snohomish. One second, let me check the map. He's in Snohomish, just on the border of Redmond, between... he's basically at Turner Corner, which is just between Woodneyville and Thrashers.
No, he's not going to know anything. It's too
Okay.
far out of his beat, and he's distracted with other things.
Okay, cool. In that case, that burned quickly. I'm going to go back to the Astral.
Okay. Back to the astral. Roll me your sensing check again. Omni, you are going to get your electroclimatics shit, right?
Yeah, just
So
getting.
Go into Armand. Can you roll his? I mean, you actually have to buy the electromagnetic stuff and then give it to him.
Right. Somebody asked me a question that I thought was very pertinent the other day about, actually, it's last night, I think, the fire resistant, like the stuff that is built into the fabric, like fire resistance, vinyl synthweave, and that kind of stuff that he would have. But I don't know what the electromagnetic has +2 to availability.
Yeah, that
So
means
should be an
it makes.
availability too.
You will most likely have to actually get a new piece of clothing with it. Because it is something that it comes with. It's not just something like you can buy on a shelf and put it in. It's got to be woven into the fabric. So you can request a new suit.
What did it look like those Yakuza jackasses were wearing?
White and red. Looks like nice-ish suits, like something you may get off a rack. They're making bands off of you guys' shit. This is great.
Making bands?
Yeah, the Snohomish Street Bitch and the Date Rape Rocket. That's the band. That's the band name. Woo, man! You guys have great imaginations. I fucking love it.
I like the date rate rocket.
The Date Rape Rocket.
I
hope
will come
it's-
back to this idea then.
Okay,
I don't know
is
if
somebody
this is what I-
writing quotes just as an aside? Even people in chat, I will give you an extra karma if you can send me all of the quotes from this session, even the stuff from the chat. So just keep track of it.
No! Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I was just fucking with you. That was hilarious.
Okay, Scully,
That was alarming.
you get a call back from Giuseppe. Scully, ring a ding ding.
Giuseppe, what's going on?
Unfortunately, I couldn't find out anything for you. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
It's not really my area, and I can't figure out anything for you. I'm very sorry.
That's quite all right. Thanks for trying.
Not the problem. You have a great day. No! Chase him down! I want him dead! Click.
I'm giggling at chat, but the roll 21.
You rolled 21? What?
No, in roll 20, Creed says, "Ask him if he has rockets."
Ask him if he has a rocket.
Rocket Roncha.
Wrong. Rocket Harancha. Oh, man. Okay. I'm trying to clear my head so we can actually move on with this. Dolly, is there anything else that you're doing besides waiting on the BTL?
I am not. I'm waiting on the ID.
ID, my
BTL's
apologies.
easy.
Yep. So your contact sends you an AR with the BTL on it because he said it would take about a day. And congratulations, you now have a personality in your memory for an Asian chick, Asian immigrant.
Yep, she has been in the UCAS for a week, and she is going to be heading into the area looking for a place to stay. So
Okay.
I will be taking Johnny Cap because that's what he's there for. He's always happy to help new residents find a way around because Johnny Cab is a helpful sort.
Okay.
She's looking for lots of guns and friendly faces.
Lots of guns and friendly faces. Can do that. Okay.
Would you have given us any of your gear to bring to you in the case, or would you have not done that?
You would have my 2 pistols. She would have her light pistol with her because it is easy to conceal. But other than that, she has a tailor that is a magician, so her clothes are easily altered.
Oh, man.
And so, not a problem. So, yep, she'll go there and she's like wandering around the bazaar and, asking the people, do they know of any places around here where, somebody can find a place to stay. She's looking for like permanent residencies, stuff like that. I'm trying to abbreviate things so we don't run over time.
Okay.
I mean, I can roleplay it out, but we'll be here for a while.
You.
I have etiquette. I have first impression, and I have all sorts of stuff like that if I need to. So that would be 12d6 if necessary. Just trying to like make myself a member of the community while I'm becoming a member of the community.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, so roll etiquette.
Alright, I'm going to edge failures on that because I've had time to sleep.
Okay.
Alright, that's 6 successes.
6 successes. So you're trying to fit in
Mhm.
and just kind of find a place to live.
Right, so basically what she's doing is she's going around and she's meeting people, and as she gets to know them, she's using their names as references to other people, like, hey, I'm a friend of so-and-so's, and he said that I might be able to find somebody here that could lead me to a place, and then that if somebody there would suggest, she's like, I know so-and-so and such, and they said maybe that you might know something to help me find a place to stay.
Oh yeah, we have a tenement that any Yakuza member can stay on, but we can probably get you in